Chapter 9. Innate talent bestowed by heaven. Any yan. Very good. Arc. Second uncle. You're at the peak of chi refining. We're a whole rank apart. The difference between the martial ranks is really too great. Just one palm strike from second uncle nearly took my life, mother. Harlin a guide. Daughter of second uncle and aunt THM. Cousin of Ha THDN. I never thought I have such a graceful, otherworldly younger cousin. Don't underestimate her. Look forward to seeing her in the future. In the original host's memory, the appearance of the younger cousin was very vague, probably because he didn't care much. Moreover, due to Aunt THM, he held some misplaced anger, so he wasn't very friendly with his cousins. Big brother. Big bro. Ah, that's right. There is one exception. Harleen M. The original host didn't like his cousins, but toward this youngest cousin, he wasn't bad. Big bro. After all, the youngest cousin's appearance clearly wasn't inherited from her mother. Today cousin isn't here. I just got out of prison myself. Prison? What is that? It's the place where you've been sleeping these past few days. Then where's the other brother? Did he bring cousin along? He didn't come. That's your blood-related elder brother. This youngest cousin isn't very bright. She's a rather simple-minded child. This trait must have been inherited from her mother. At least, that's what the original host believed. LNH, 35 years old, wife of second uncle, Aunt THM of Ha THDN. Thank you. Any yan? Speaking of Aunt THM, there's a vague memory. Every year, a martial practitioner costs me over 100 taels of silver. That's equal to the savings of an ordinary person for 20 minus 30 years. Fine, from today, you'll move out. And yet you still dare to talk back to me, brat. In the future, Ha THDN, you will surely stand out. Get out of my sight. Don't you dare regret this. How embarrassing. Isn't this just the version where Aunt THM can't bully the poor young man anymore? Aunt THM, don't rush to thank me. Let's go home for a meal. Then we'll talk more. What? Go home first. Our residents must not draw the attention of the authorities. Ashamed. At 3, he could read. At 5, he could recite poetry. By 10, he had mastered the classics of the sages. At 14, he entered VNLC Academy. At 18, he became a provincial graduate. I truly am gifted with extraordinary talent. As a man, I would rather die gloriously than live in humiliation. The capital of Ifern, renowned as the foremost city under heaven. NHNGNNUNGIN CNH DNSC Kine HN 196 VNNGI. Ifern, ALCH, by GILNMTH 36 Ngin CNH, DNS Kine THNH NGLLVTHN to 100 VNNGI. Housing prices in the capital. A courtyard like the Ha residence on the outskirts would cost at least 5,000 taels of silver if the deposit is 30% of the price. That would be 1,500 taels of silver. Why am I in another world and still worrying about housing prices? Master, I wonder how Nichai is doing. He must be very worried about us. That child, before going to prison, even said he would definitely get us out. Nichai has read many of the sages' books. He's calm and dependable. He's surely still running around for our sake right now. Let's give him a surprise when he returns. You want to kill yourself. He's dead. In a courtyard. I, Hartian Nien. In life, I'm a man of ease and freedom. In death, one of firm resolve. A man of ease and freedom, yet resolute. Could go find our way to get some sugar to eat. Isn't that Nien NHIS voice? Hartian Nien, full of talent, yet heaven is unjust. If heaven had not given birth to me, Hartian Nien, then I firm would be shrouded in eternal night. Nien NHI. Unexpectedly, Nien NHI. It turns out I'm the clown. Nien NHI. Nien NHI. What are you doing? Hartian Nien at this moment felt that he was one step too late in hanging himself. If heaven had not given birth to me, Hartian Nien, I firm would be in endless night. That certain men surnamed Ha at this moment. Chapter 11. Cultivation Systems. The cultivation systems of this world are diverse. Apart from the martial path, known as the mainstream system, there are also Major.S, Confucians and Nature GI, Buddhist PhD MN, Taoists OMN, Shamans VUS, Kumaster CS, Martial Path VPHU, Magi that S, Confucians and Nature GIA, Gu Masters CS, Shamans VUS, Buddhists PhD MN, Taoists OMN. The first generation supervisor of the 2I Directorate divided the major systems into ranks. HTHD and belongs to the 9th rank. Body tempering stage of the martial path. Second uncle is 8th rank. Peak chi refining stage. 7th rank is the spirit refining stage. Martial path. 9th rank body tempering stage. 8th rank chi refining stage. 7th rank spirit refining stage. 6th rank. After that, HTHD no longer knows. On the other hand, regarding the major system of the 2I Directorate, HTHD actually knows quite a bit, because the 2I Directorate belongs solely to the cultivation system of the iPhone dynasty, and it is also very ostentatious. Among them, the inventions and creations of the 6th rank alchemists have already been integrated into tens of thousands of households. As for the other systems, HTHD also doesn't know what they are, beside the Ha residents. HTHD's room, Psi, 17 years transmigrated. Up to now, I've only understood a little about the rare treasures of this world, but it can't be blamed on the original host. After all, he had lived in the capital since childhood, and what he knew was very limited. This face, though it can't compare with the inferiority and shame of my previous life, nor with the kind of handsome looks that could shake the nation, it's still acceptable. But come to think of it, why is there no memory of the original owner before death or unconsciousness? As for myself, after resigning from the police station, I chose to go into business, becoming a diligent worker. My later life could have been carrying the mortgage, affording the bride price, getting married and having children. As long as the neighbors weren't the Want family, everything would have been peaceful. But unexpectedly, while celebrating with a few friends at a bar, after drinking too much, I ended up with alcohol poisoning. It was so hard to finally get a ticket into the middle class, yet in an instant, I got thrown into a feudal society. There was still 600,000 left in my bank account for the house loan. The most tragic thing in the world is not when the money is gone, but the person is still there. No, wait, it's when the person is gone, but the money is still there. Forget it. Just think of it as leaving something behind for my parents. I wonder if inheritance tax is high. What terrible luck. If I had just one more season, I'd definitely become a king. The national football team not winning the championship I'll just let that go. And damn, the 120 gigabytes on my computer hard drive, I didn't delete it yet. If my MOM finds out, I'll end up dying socially all over again. Is that you, Daylan? The old master is calling you over for dinner. Oh, right. Just a moment. LCNGA. At 7 years old, she was sold into the Ha family to serve Madame THM. After the Ha family fell into misfortune, all of her servants were dismissed. Who would have thought that in just 5 days, the Ha family would rise again? I heard from the eldest young lady that it was all thanks to Ilan. Let's go. By the way, don't call me Ilan. But Ilang is really Ilang Militars. Forget it. After all, I'm not from the V family anyway. Darling, just now the master and Madam had a quarrel. What happened? It seems Madam insisted on knowing why the tax silver was swapped, and who did it. The master couldn't give an answer, and after going back and forth, they ended up arguing loudly. Darling, you know about this, don't you? Millimeters. On the way back from the Metropolitan Prefecture, I told second uncle. The tax silver wasn't robbed, it was swapped. At that time, Auntie didn't say anything. Turns out she had always kept it in mind. There are 3 situations that embarrass young people the most. When you acquire ing and get caught red-handed by your parents. When you comment on your teacher's figure and get overheard on the spot. Ha. Say no more. When your self-written YY novel gets exposed. And finally, left behind a farewell letter, but the suicide attempt failed. WA. Madam, you came back just in time. Take them away. Take them away. What's wrong, big bro? Mother lied to me. She said if we could go home, she would take me to the Giyu Pavilion. Just now father mentioned the Giyu Pavilion. The Giyu Pavilion is the top tavern in the capital. Only high-ranking officials go there. They don't welcome commoners or merchants. A foolish child who can't even remember the names of his elder brother or sister. yet manages to recall GU Pavilion and, importantly, has been there once before. You can see that this child isn't truly foolish, but has talent used in the wrong place. Old Ha knows what he's doing, knows how to make others bear the trouble for him, even treating his own daughter as a tool. Hey, that's right. Little Yu is actually Madam THM's heir. Just a playful remark back then turned out like this. Even a child can deceive Madam THM, couldn't believe it. Hold tight. Big bro, big bro, big bro. Take me with you. GU Pavilion. One order, one tail. LCNGA. Take him or her away. Yes, scene. TCH. I can't bring myself to ask about such an embarrassing matter. NNHI. So embarrassed I could die. Linig Guide. Why do you keep sneaking glances at me? You want to know how Big Brother solved the case just from the files? There is no such thing as a perfect crime, apart from coincidences. Any case committed by humans can be traced through a flaw. First, I examined the escort route of the tax silver and the weight of the silver to find the problem with the tax funds. Millimeters, well done. That's all there is to it. So that's how it is. Big Brother, you're amazing. Damn it. So that's how it is. And I didn't even notice. Only someone like you could have figured it out. A vulgar man like you. You don't even know how to estimate. When they were checking the silver, were they wearing gloves? Seems like they were. Yes. Why do you know that? Why wasn't it in the testimony? It's a small thing, not worth mentioning. Also, that guy surnamed LC gave me a jar of Osmantha's honey back then. My drinking capacity is deep and unfathomable, so I got greedy and drank a bit. Didn't really pay much attention to anything else. If you hadn't mentioned it, I would forgotten too. The scariest thing is your own pig-headed teammate. If that detail had been in the file, I could have analyzed the truth already. Wouldn't have had to kill so many brain cells. So it seems that guy surnamed LC father mentioned is very likely the one who framed him. So that's how it is. After the beheading, all the men of the 3 generations would be exiled to the border. It was me. I was foolish. I almost got the whole family harmed. It was me who was foolish. I almost got the whole family harmed. 9YN, Big Brother. That year, my brother and I fought back to back in the SN High battle. We clearly said we would survive together and rise through the ranks together. 9YN. It's all thanks to you. Support our translation work by watching our content on these platforms or making a donation. Thank you, everyone.